for them. You guys are waiting for me on YouTube as well. So we are live on YouTube as well, guys. If you miss this video on TikTok here, you can watch it on YouTube and you will be feeling great, 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 and better than you came here. So what is the news that I have for you guys? These are some of the things that I want to talk about, and some of them are experience that I've had personally, things that you can go and confirm, and what is happening with the social media. What is the curse of the social media? So if you are somebody who is still looking for jobs, you're somebody who is in school right now, and you know very well that you do not have any godfather. You understand that for you to have a life, a better life in the future, you'll have to look for a job. You'll have to rely on some of your uncles, some of your brothers. You'll have to rely on people. That's what I mean. You understand very well that for you to have a job or for you to have a stable life in the future, you need to have some people to come in and to help you get yourself out of wherever you are stuck in. This is what I want to tell you guys. Social media has got something, what we call the curse of social media. A lot of people have missed great and great opportunities because of the social media. Some people do not understand how these days employers, our family members, our friends, those who were in school are looking at us. Some people do not know the people who are watching what you post on social media. You know, when you create a social media account, most of us think that you have the authority to post whatever you like. Yes, you can post what you like because it is your page. I post what I like. But I'll tell you something. The world we are living in today, you might be thinking that you have the power of choice. You could be thinking that you have the power of doing what you like because you are an adult. You are 18 years old, you have an ID, and you can walk around, you can go to a pub, you can buy whatever you want, you can drink whatever you want, you can do anything that you want. Unfortunately, what people don't realize is that everything is controlled by some people and some power and some forces. So what am I trying to say here, guys? Recently, I watched a video of some good, great ladies of a certain country I don't want to mention, posting a certain video on social media on their Facebook page. I don't know whether it was on TikTok, but I met that video on Facebook. And this was a video where certain ladies who were really doing something because they had been hurt. They were revenging, they were trying to defend themselves, they were trying to revenge or to punish an offender. But unfortunately, the way they were doing it was not human. Beating someone as a group of people and recording it and posting it on social media. What they were doing can be justified. They can get a lawyer, a good lawyer, good enough, who can represent them, if that is, if they were in a place where they could have a voice. Unfortunately, where it was done is a place where they cannot have a voice. So sometimes, if they were, for example, let's say they were in Kenya and beating this man and tearing him apart and, beating him to a point where the way the guy was bleeding, pulling his manhood and doing all those things, it's fine. You can go to court and find a lawyer and say that, you know what, I was trying to defend myself. And lawyers can, when you have money, lawyers can get you through that. And you can live without getting, to be jailed or maybe to be punished. But I want to ask you a question. How many people are hurt today because of that one video? How many women, ladies coming from the same country where those ladies came from, have been hurt as we speak? How many women are going to be punished and are going to find it very difficult to find a job, to be trusted, to be given that peaceful time that they were being given just because of that small clip of just a minute? That is an example of what I'm trying to talk about here. It came just as an example, but I want to go beyond that. You see, ladies and gentlemen, your social media account can deny you opportunities. One day in the year 2020, I was given an opportunity to interview candidates for a certain position in our office. And one thing that was certain was the candidates, all of them were great. They performed so well. And it was tough for me and the guy that we were with in the same panel to choose on who to select. What we ended with was to try and sort for their social media accounts to see if what they have talked about in the interview is what represents them. One of the lady lost that opportunity, and she was the best out of them. They were good. They could get it. They fit. During the interview, they were great, and they could fit the position. But when we started checking their social media pages, there's one thing that we found with the first lady. What she was posting on her Facebook and Instagram account could not represent the company you are working with. You see, it is your life. You can post whatever you like. But if you still believe that you need help from people, you will be looking for a job outside there. You will be looking for your former friends to help you. What are you portraying on your social media? What are you posting on your Instagram? What are you posting on your Facebook? What are you posting on your status on WhatsApp? How can we define you? The kind of a person you are showing us on the table here, is it what represents you? Because let me tell you, people can lie so much, but sometimes what you post can tell us who you are. We can know that you are a bad person before, but you have reformed looking at what you post on social media. The other guy who was barely around, I think he was around 28 years old, when we went to his account, we realized that this guy, most of his time during the weekdays, he's clubbing a lot, drinking a lot during the weekdays. You understand? As a recruiter, you do not want to get so much into personal lives, like what somebody is doing on the weekend, like what somebody is doing during their holidays or off days. And I'm telling you, some people are going to ask you on interviews, when are your off days at work? You'll tell them, my off days are always on Sundays or Saturdays. They will go straight to your social media accounts to see on Saturdays, what do you post? So the lady was posting a lot of twerks and a lot of abusive languages on her social media. You know, a lot of pulling down other ladies, using some bad words to pull down fellow ladies. And this is a lady who was looking for an employment. And she did so well in her interview. She had good skills. She had everything that it takes to take that position. But her social media account did not tell the same thing she was representing at the interview. The guy was a drunkard, drinking throughout the weekdays and posting on social media, you know, driving recklessly and posting on social media. But still, they expect to be employed. They expect to look for a job and find that job and start working for a company. What am I trying to say here? Whatever you are posting on your social media, so many of you like to twerk. All right? Let me tell you something. You can twerk in as much as you want. But if at all you are expecting a certain company to employ you and you are showing everyone those things that God has blessed you with on your social media, on TikTok here, some of you are thinking that you are using names that cannot be, that people cannot identify you with. Let me tell you what TikTok does. Your mobile number, TikTok gets to check your contact lists, such that when I have a TikTok account and you are my contact list, for example, I have your number and I save it in my phone, and you have a TikTok account in a name that is not your name, TikTok will send me that account and tell me people you may know. So when I click on the person that I may know, it will tell me that person as I saved that, as I've saved you on my contact. Facebook sends me the people I may know. The name is different, but I have your contact in my phone. So Facebook syncs. It is called syncing. It syncs your contacts to allow people to know you on TikTok with a different name. So I'll check people I may know. I can use your mobile number to track you, to find you, even if you're using different names on social media. So what am I trying to say here? What you are doing with your TikTok account, what you are doing with your Instagram account, what you are doing with your Facebook account and your YouTube must be disciplined. Whether you will be looking for a job or you are having a business, no one is going to come to buy things from your business if you're abusing women, if you're abusing men, if you're abusing kids, children. You know, there's a lady here that I really respect so much. I talked about her last Monday, and I will talk about her again today. This lady has a lot of followers on TikTok here. And when she was being interviewed, when she was back in Kenya, she said, she was asked that, what do you regret about being on social media? She said that the only thing I regret, I lost my job because of TikTok. I was working in the military, and one day I was doing a live and somebody told me something and I abused them and I used bad words. And she thought no one from the place of work was watching her TikTok. So she knew that, oh, the people I'm working with don't even know my account on TikTok. But let me tell you, people record these things. People screenshot what you're talking about. People record how you're abusing people on social media. And these things are shareable. It was shared until it reached her employer. Within 72 hours, she was sacked from her job. When you teach people about these things on social media, people ignore. Nobody wants to take it seriously. People will pass, will even scroll it up like, what is he talking about? But let me tell you, some of you, you are not getting jobs because the moment you leave that interview room, these people are going to your social media accounts and they're finding out that what you are sharing on social media cannot represent their companies. That's why you are doing a lot of interviews, but you're not being called back for those jobs. Whatever you are sharing in your social media, your Instagram, your Facebook, your YouTube, your TikTok, you are thinking that these people cannot know my TikTok account. My dear, in your CV, you have your mobile number there. That mobile number is enough for somebody to know your entire details. Every time you are told that if people call you numbers that you don't know, don't receive those numbers, those phone calls. Why are you being advised not to receive those phone calls? Because your mobile number alone is enough for somebody in these days to get your identity, your passport number, your pins that you are using, your Google account. Your mobile number is enough. So once you are sending your CV to the companies, I'm telling you what personally I did to staff that I was trying to recruit. It was a delegation job that I was given. That, hey, we have a lot of jobs, John. Can you take this and conduct this interview? 3 of them were perfect. They suited the position. So I was like, so what do I do? How do I choose between these 3? So my partner said, no, let's go to their social media accounts. Let's know if they are real people like what they are saying here. So the guy, the man, let me call him man, was this reckless drunkard who's drinking throughout the day, even during the weekdays. If you're drinking over the weekend, nobody has a problem with that. You need to enjoy. If you drink, go drink. That's your right. But you cannot be drinking during the weekdays. How can somebody accept to employ you? And they know very well that the next day you will be drunk and you will not appear to his work. So we put an X. The other lady, abusing other ladies, posting some abusive languages to fellow women, degrading fellow women on Instagram, an X. So the other guy, we tried to check the social media accounts, was posting nothing. She had Facebook, she had Instagram, but posting nothing. Just, I think, maybe ghosting people. We have these people who have what social media accounts, but their job is to ghost or maybe to watch other people do their things. So how are you taking charge and taking control of your social media? What are you sharing to people? How do people know you in the social media? How are you known? What are you known for? You want to start a business, but you are abusing people on social media, people who did not do anything to you. Some of the people on social media here argue a lot. Mercy, thank you so much for the gift. They argue a lot, and good afternoon. These people, like when you find people posting on social media, your job is to troll them. Your job is to comment some abusive words. So your job is to contradict them. Look, if you find somebody posting something that you don't agree with, pass it. Scroll up. That one post that you did not make, that somebody else made, can make you lose your job. That one comment you want to leave in someone's post can make you lose a project that you are almost winning. Yesterday or before yesterday, is it yesterday? A night before yesterday, the Romanian ambassador in Kenya was giving a speech, all right? He was giving a speech to some elites in Kenya in a certain conference of diplomats. And then a monkey came from nowhere and hung on the window. Romanian ambassador in Kenya, a very diplomat person. And the monkey came from nowhere and hung on the window. And then he said that the African family has joined us. Do you know that how many words are they? The African family has joined us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 words, 6 English words. Lost him his job and was immediately transferred back to Romania. Was called back to Romania with immediate effect. Only 6 words lost him his job. If he would just, looked at the monkey and left it and continued with whatever he was doing, he would still be working in Kenya. So what am I trying to say? One single comment that you are going to make right now that is abusive, that is racial, you are seeing, you want to be racist. You're a black guy and you want to talk bad about the whites. You are a white guy, you want to talk bad about the black people. It can ruin your life forever. Do you know that Kanye West made just a simple sentence about the Jews, and Kanye West lost almost all his wealth within a second. All his brandings that he had, he lost. And right now, as we speak, because of that word, Adidas is going a loss of almost billions of money because of the branded shoes that was made on Kanye West's name. And where was this statement made? On social media. My brothers and sisters, social media is a curse if you do not use it properly. You might think that you're okay. You might think that you have the right to write whatever you want. You can lose your job. You can lose your wealth. You can lose your respect. You can lose your position within seconds because of misusing the social media. If, for example, somebody is preaching, let's say, for example, you are a Muslim and you find a Christian preaching on TikTok or maybe on Facebook or on YouTube, and you don't agree with it, pass. You have a right to scroll up. Why do you want to comment to start an argument? You can argue with a Christian like you. You can argue with a Muslim like you who is misguiding people. You can argue with a Christian like you who is misguiding people. But you cannot argue with a Muslim trying to tell them that we as Christians, who told you, who wants to know you are a Christian? Let the Muslims be. Let the Christians be. You are a Christian, practice your Christianity. You find a Christian like you misleading people, tell them off. You find a Muslim teaching about Islam, you don't know nothing about Islam. Leave them alone. Scroll up. There are some interesting things that you can still watch. The curse of social media. It is easy to get an account. It is free, but it can cost you your life. It is free, but it can cost you your job. It is free, but it can cost you your freedom. Stop twerking on social media, my dear sisters. If you know that you're still looking for jobs, stop twerking on social media. If at all twerking is bringing you money on social media, keep twerking, baby. If you know that you're just twerking to make people happy, you're wasting your time. You are twerking, getting nothing out of it, only good comments. Oh, I love this. And men are laughing and men are following you because you're twerking and you're getting nothing out of that twerking. You are just some few hours to losing your job because of your twerks. Nobody cares. You will tell people that, oh, this is my social media account. Why will my company be like, look, guys, your company, you are a representation of your company. You are the face of your company outside there. So if today I see you sharing some news on TikTok, and then the next morning I come to buy something in a restaurant and I find you as the person selling there, I won't buy. When I'm not buying from you, it is not you. I'm not buying from the person who employed you. And do you think that an employer will be losing clients because of your twerking? And your twerking is not paying you. If it is paying you, better. Because if you lose your job, you have your twerking job. But you cannot be twerking all over the place and you are getting nothing out of it. You are not, a branded person. If you brand yourself and you said that this is my passion to twerk and I'm rebranding to start a business out of it, I'll be twerking and getting paid and getting, brands to advertise, fine. It is a way of earning a living. But if you are twerking on social media and getting nothing out of it, why should you be wasting your time there, wasting your energy there? Robert says the worst thing is social media never forget. It will never forget. You can delete that post, but I can tell you, my dear friends, I can tell you, they can get it back. There's a guy, um, how can I remember this? There's a certain guy, a CNN employee, if I'm not wrong, either BBC or CNN, that tweeted something 6 years back. And then he found a job with CNN or maybe BBC, I'm not so sure, between the two. But he had tweeted something that was homophobic, something that was racist, all right? Or I can say a racial post that was talking about a certain community. 6 years back, he got employed and started working and worked with CNN. And from nowhere, somebody scooped that post that people had forgotten about and tagged him on that post. And that's how that young man lost his job. 6-year post that he had even forgotten about. That is how he lost his job. Social media is sweet, but what you decide to do with it might cost you life, might cost you your food, might cost you your rent, might cost you your job. It might even cost you your family members. Stop abusing people. Stop using your social media in a way to portray that you know it all in terms of putting other people down. You know it all in terms of putting nudes out there. You know it all in terms of making people laugh. You know it all in terms of making people argue. Talk about something that can encourage people. Post about your wins. Post about those certificates you're getting at work. Post about something. If you don't have anything to post your face. Take a photo, smile, jump up, post. Somebody said that when you have an iPhone, take pictures and post. Take pictures and post if you have nothing to post. Guys, we're live on YouTube, we're live on TikTok, so never mind. If you miss this video here, if you are busy somewhere, you can still watch it later on Facebook because it is live on YouTube, sorry. It is live on YouTube right now. And guys who are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like the video, guys. Just leave a like and share if you can. Leave a comment as well. And those guys watching on TikTok, guys, we can tap, okay? Go ahead and tap it to like the video. Let's make it to some thousands likes as we keep on watching. So Blessed YC on TikTok is saying, I was a church chairman. I posted something knowing nobody will see it, not knowing my pastor is on FB. Look, guys, right now you might think that nobody knows your account on TikTok. I'm telling you people, the moment you put your account on TikTok and you're using that mobile phone and your mobile number is attached to that TikTok account, for Hale, I think. Thank you for the gift. Thank you so much for the gift. People can find you. Amanda, I see you. You are not so late, but I see you on YouTube. Thanks for your comment. You are never so late. And you are never hiding yourself. Let me tell you something, guys. I want to show you something. You know, I have a TikTok account that you guys know, Kags Ever. Thanks for being part of my team. Thank you so much. And guys, you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and TikTok channel as well. So on my phone, I will show you something, how these social media gets to know people. Here, you know, the TikTok that right now you guys are watching me on, this is my personal TikTok account. And I have our business TikTok account with me. All right. And here, when you look at the TikTok here, I don't know whether the light will allow us to watch. You can see there's something like add friends. There are 2 friends that TikTok has suggested for me. Why is TikTok suggesting these 2 friends? It is because it has synced my contacts and it is showing me on top there. Contacts, do you want them from contacts? 2, do you want them from Facebook? Or do you want them from invited friends? That is how social media knows what you are doing. You see, I think those who are on YouTube can see it better than those who are on TikTok because the light. So yeah, those who are on YouTube can see it. That is TikTok asking me, do you want to find them from your contact or you want to find them from Facebook? So what do? I just go to my contacts and I say open setting, and then it will give me my contact numbers. And I will tap on anyone. I will just tap on anyone, like let me say contacts. Okay, I've already set it. It was not set. I did not allow TikTok to go. So these are some of the things that you can use your settings to not let TikTok sync your contacts, not let TikTok sync your Facebook. But I do not want to advise you that because you don't have to hide. You have to show people who you are. So I'm not going to advise you on how to hide on social media. I want to advise you on how to use your social media in a way that will not put you into troubles. So now I've synced my contact. So if I want to find anyone on my contact, I can easily find it. And that is how these social medias are using the time that they have, everything that they have, to get you, to get to know you and find what you're posting on your social media. You gotta lose your job, and you don't have to lose your job because of social media. You don't want to lose your job because of your Facebook account. You don't want to lose your friends because of your Instagram. You don't want to lose your respect because of what you're posting on social media. Your church members are watching. Your company friends are watching. Your colleagues are watching. Your parents, your husbands to be. Right now, you're abusing men. I don't do men without money. Blessed WYC, thanks you for the gift. I don't do broke men. I don't do men who don't drive. And yet you don't even have a bicycle. I don't do women with children. And yet you've got tons and tons of children that you don't even know where they are. Come on, guys. We must post things that make sense. We cannot keep on making things that don't make sense. Your wife is watching. Your husband is watching. Your boyfriend is watching. Your girlfriend is watching. What are you posting? Everyone is there watching you on social media. Use it productively. These ladies who, I don't know, they are, the news has it that those ladies who are beating a certain guy and sharing on Facebook and saying that you will know that we are from this country. They were mentioning the name of the country. I don't want to mention it here, but you guys know. You will know, this idiot will know that we are from this country. And they were recording and posting it on TikTok. Now, the ladies from this country that we are talking about right now don't have peace in that country. Nobody wants to employ them. Nobody. In fact, here where I am right now, you cannot get a visa for domestic worker from that country in question. It is already blocked. You cannot get a domestic work in this country. That visa cannot be processed. Why? Because of just one lady did something very bad here. And all were blocked. So what are you doing? How are you going to affect others? What you are doing, how is it going to affect others? Try to ask yourself questions. Even if it's not me, what about my children? Social media never forget. Social media will never forget. Your children might lose job because of what you're posting today. Your children might lose friends because of what you're posting today. So what are you doing with your social media accounts? What are you doing with your social media accounts? What are you posting? Are you safe on social media? I see Nassim Services says, and trust me, somebody was looking at him when what he was posting on social media, and trust me, I've been talking to a friend who's a gay about this, but he remains adamant. He says it doesn't mean that employer will not use your social media to judge you. Let me tell you something. Whatever you choose is up to you. But if you still know that your life still rotates around other people's choices, if you still know that in as much as you are employed or you are doing whatever you are doing on social media, if you're still employed by somebody, you are risking your employment. If you know that you have no business at all to do with people around you, then fine, you are safe to do whatever you want. Number two, guys, I'm going to the next point. Finding love relationship on social media. And I know this one is going to do disjustice to some of the people who are doing this on social media, on TikTok here. Meet and mingle. I meet soulmates. I help you to get a woman on TikTok. I help you to get a man on Facebook. Let me tell you something, my dear sister and my brother. If you want to lose your life and lose your respect and dignity, join these fake lives that are going around here that we meet soulmates and meet and I don't know, mingle, I don't know, do what, we unite souls. If you want to lose your respect and lose your dignity, join those fake things. People who don't know you, people who don't know who they're meeting you with, people who only are concerned about gifts and following, they don't care whether they're, uniting you with a thug. Some of them will tell you that we have scrutinized these people, we have scrutinized this lady, we now know she's working. What the hell is somebody who's working? Thugs are employed. Thugs have money, have invested. Womanizers are working. Womanizers are employed. Womanizers have jobs, good jobs. Oh, coach, I met this guy on TikTok, and I just wanted to ask you to help me know how I can know that he loves me. I cannot waste my time on such kind of a stupid thing. How do I sit with you on a table to discuss with you on how to know this person loves you and you met him on TikTok, you met him on Facebook, you met him on Messenger, and you are already talking about love? You met someone on Facebook, on Messenger, somebody DM'd you and told you that, oh, I've been watching you, I've been seeing you here on social media, I want us to love each other. Really? Before you know it, the Ugandan ladies, I know you are here, and I'm talking to you. This one directly, I'm redirecting this to the Ugandan ladies. I know how disciplined you people are. I know how polite you people are. I know how respectful you people are. But I want you people to have some courage, some strength, some kind of, tolerance, and some kind of patience, not to be lured with men just because you respect men. Let your attitude and character of respecting men don't push you to a garbage just because you respect them. And I said, do not be hurt because you're chasing to be loved. Do not put your heart in doubt just because you are looking for somebody to love you. Do not risk your inner soul just because you are looking for a man to become your husband. I have said that if at all you have a difficulty in the social life, you cannot find a man where you are, you cannot meet them. Be patient and change location to meet men out there. Meet men twice, thrice, 4 times. Meet women 2, 3, 4 times before you start any compatible, committed relationships. No one is looking for a wife on TikTok. People are looking for women to sleep with on TikTok. People are looking for men to give them money on Facebook. There are some people who are so serious, disciplined, and are really into it, and they're looking for men. But what happens? They find people who don't mean it, ruin their lives. Then they come here, start telling us how men are bad, how men don't love, how men are just there to use people, but you are using yourself. I've always used my example. Amanda, thank you so much for coming here on TikTok. I can see you on my YouTube. Guys, remember, I have a YouTube channel. If you've never subscribed to my YouTube channel, that is the only help you can give me. You can run there and subscribe. We are live also on YouTube as well. So you can go there and subscribe and be part of my team on YouTube to learn. Remember, here on TikTok, this video will never be seen again. You can never see this video, but you can always find it on YouTube. My dear sister, do you really mean that you are looking for a husband, or you are looking for a man to satisfy your physical feelings? There are people who will come and tell us that, no, I found this guy and he's real, coach. He's real. He's just speaking the language I want. Let me tell you, marriage is not success. To be married, you can meet a man here on Facebook. You can meet a man on TikTok. And they can be so true, and you can marry them, and they can marry you. But I want to ask you a question. How many men and women do you know that had the royal kind of a wedding are no longer living together? So marriage is not the end game of a relationship. Some of you think that as long as I'm okay in this relationship, and as long as he's promising to marry me, and he's in Tunisia, and I'm in Canada, he's in South Africa, and I'm in Kenya, he's in Uganda, and I'm in Saudi, and we are talking okay, we are okay. He calls me every time. He tells me that once my contract is finished, he's going to marry me. And you're thinking that you are succeeding with that relationship. I want to tell you something today that you might have never been told before. Marriage is not success of a relationship. Don't look for a relationship to be married. Look for a relationship to be happy. Look for a relationship to grow. Look for a relationship to live a longer life. Look for a relationship to have a peace of mind, not to be married. Marriage is not the end game of a relationship. People have married queens. People have wedded weddings that people were only invited, invites only kind of a wedding. But today, as we speak, they are not together. So if you're telling me that, coach, but you're saying, on TikTok and Facebook, but my friend married the guy that he met on Facebook. Let me tell you something. There are so many marriages today as we speak that if the husband or the wife will sit with you on a table and open up and tell you how they are feeling inside those marriages, you will never even think about being married. You will forget about marriage altogether and you will say, better I stay single. If this is what marriage is, better I stay single. What am I trying to say? My brothers and sisters, if you are 100% sure that what you are looking for is marriage, a partner to get married to, a partner to have a peaceful life, a partner to have a life you can celebrate when you get old, stop looking for men and women on social media. Here, most of us are jokers. Those accounts that are telling you come meet and mingle, they don't care about what is going to happen in your life after that meet and mingle. They care about how many people are going to follow them that day. They care about how many flowers they got from you people. They care about how much money they made that night when they were meeting you with another guy. Somebody is in Bahrain like I am, and I'm meeting you with somebody. I'm meeting two people. One is in Saudi, another one is in Uganda. I don't know her. I don't know him. I met them on social media. They sent me some pictures and told me I'm working. This is my earning. I'm earning in this company. I don't have any background checks. Then after you get these people, you're coming to me, that coach, I have a question. I wanted you to coach me. That my sister, what kind of a question? What do you want me to coach you about? I met this guy and he's promising to marry me. Let me tell you, my sister and my brother, marriage is not the end game of a relationship. There's something beyond marriage. Marriage is that just the climax of a relationship. It is just the climax. So being married to that person, you have not succeeded. It's not a success. It is the climax. It is the start of a relationship. You might find yourself burning inside that relationship. You could find this person on TikTok or Facebook. He might lie about himself and tell people this and that and learn relationship work. And they are so sweet. They are good. They're doing what you want them to do. And then you get married. Once you are inside that relationship, you find out that this guy is a bank robber. Yes, he has money. He's driving cars, but he's robbing banks. This lady only told us on TikTok that she has 2 kids, only to find out that this lady is divorced 10 times. The lady is telling you that, I'm single, I have 2 kids. Is it the end of the story about her? Can't you find out to figure out 2 kids, like how? What about your past? Who asked about those things on TikTok? Nobody cares. What we only want to know, do you have kids? Yes, I have kids. What about your past? What about his past? No relationship starts on social media, guys. If it has to start on social media, people have to scrutinize each other properly. And I've always said that if you have to get a relationship on social media, find somebody from your own country. Find somebody that it won't take you millions of money or thousands of money to take a ticket, flight ticket to go to their country. Because let me tell you something, guys. It's a funny thing. Imagine I am a Kenyan and I met you on TikTok and you are from, uh, uh, let's say you are from, where can I say, Cambodia. Okay, most of the people don't even know there's a country called Cambodia. So as a Cambodian, we meet. I'm from Kenya, you are from Cambodia. So I'm in Bahrain. And what is happening is we start a strong relationship and it's chat and chat. It's a long distance relationship over the phone. And I'm chatting you properly. I'm giving you time. You know, we are helping each other with ideas and we are growing each other. Then we now want to meet. You've never met this person even one time. For you to meet them, you have to sacrifice. Buy a ticket and move. Like, for example, maybe we say, let's meet in Kenya. So this lady is going to come from Cambodia, take a flight to Kenya. When she's in Kenya, she knows nobody. She knows nowhere. She only knows me. And once she's there, she has no powers. It's only me. So if I was a thug, if I wanted to sell her kidney, if I was only looking to maybe use her, what will she do? She's already in Kenya. Where will she go? She knows nobody. Only me. Perhaps she doesn't even have a flight ticket back to Cambodia. So she depends on me. If I choose not to buy that ticket, she's going nowhere. No serious relationship is made out of social media. Very few, 1% or 0.9%, you'll get somebody who is serious, somebody who means business, and somebody who can give you a true relationship. Number 3, social media accounts and posts might be a curse. Let me tell you something. My dear sisters, I will start with you guys. Sometimes you are thinking that those crop tops, I was told that they are called crop tops, right? The crop tops, the ones that, leaves your umbilical cord down there. It's half of your top. I was told they are called crop tops. I was doing a live here one day and they told me it's called a crop. If I'm wrong, you guys correct me. You are looking so good on those crop tops. You are looking so good on those makeups. You are looking so sexy on those pictures that you are taking, looking something behind there. Okay? You know, you have a camera in front of you, but you still want this camera to capture your face and capture something down here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what you're trying to show us. I want to ask you a question. If I was looking for a woman on TikTok or maybe on Instagram or maybe on Facebook, and I come across your account with those crop tops, with those pictures like showing some things there, right? With some pictures that are so revealing, what do you think comes into my mind? I don't want to speculate. I'm asking you guys, and you can comment down there. I'll be waiting for your comments. You are going through social media because you are searching for a lady, you are a man. And when you're scrolling, crop tops, revealing clothes, pictures showing face, and what do you think comes into your head as a man? Some people want us to assume that you just need to understand, you need to grow up, unafaa kuchanuka. Kenyans say so, that unafaa tu chanuke. Let me tell you, anything that you are doing and is controversial is not right to do. Anything that you are doing, but you doubt it, you wear a skirt, and you still have to to pull it down every time that you're walking means there's a problem. You wear a top, but when you see people coming, you want to put your hands in front because you want to protect your, you know, you have to put your hands in front of you. There's a problem. Your social media account can send men, wrong men to you, and you will be blaming these men, yet you invited them because we have what we call the force or the power of attraction. You only attract the kind of a person you are. When you work on yourself, when you're dressing properly, when you are doing everything right. One day I used an example and I asked Kenyans who live in the Middle East, I asked Kenyans that how many times the women that we see walking around the road here get people hooting, okay? Beep, 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 beep. How many times the women who dress on, the Islamic attire, the full dresses and the hijab and covering themselves, how many times do they get drivers hooting for them? I asked those people who are here, those people who live in Arab countries, even here in Bahrain, nobody hoots for these women. It doesn't mean that now you need to go to cover yourself with the hijab and you don't practice it. What I'm trying to put something in your head that when you respect yourself, you attract the people who are respectful. But when, right now, somebody told me it was sad when I was watching one of the videos. Now, there's a group here. There's a good guy here. I've never met this guy, but he's here in Bahrain. He's called, I think, Kamati Roho Chafu, something like that. Kamati Roho Chafu. You guys know this guy, right? So this guy has started a Facebook Live to expose some of the ladies that come from Africa that are doing some bad jobs here in the Gulf. So he's exposing them. So he goes live and goes to a certain site and searches for ladies and try to know if they are selling themselves. And he exposed it on Facebook. So when he was doing that expose, somebody said that these ladies have made it difficult for us nowadays when we are walking. These even Indians are just slapping our butts. Something that when I was in Bahrain in 2015, guys, I want to tell you guys, I came to Bahrain back in 2015. And I want to tell you something. Africans were really, really respected. We were so disciplined. You knocked an office, you got a job on the spot. You could not hustle. For us, we came in 2015. I did my contract, it was done. I changed my job after 2 years. I was changing not because I was in a bad job. I was in a good job, but I wanted to get out of that and get a new experience. You could send your CV today, the next day you get a call. You go for an interview. The way you present yourself alone could hire you. Back in 2015, Africans knocked offices and you got job straight away. Whether you're coming from Kenya, Ugandans were very few here, Nigerians were very few here. Most of the people here were South Africans and Kenyans in Bahrain. South Africans, Kenyans, and Tanzanians, and Sudanese. And that time, changing job was like changing clothes for Africans. Today, as we speak, as an African in Bahrain, for you to get a new job, it's a task. You will hustle unless you go for those small jobs down there. Especially if an African woman who's called a Kenyan. It's becoming difficult. Why? Because of some very few people, not everybody. So how you present yourself? Why were we attracting those jobs? We were disciplined. Africans used to go to job every time. You could find even the companies like where I was working, from the top management was British, and there were some Indians and some Bahrainis and Egyptian, and then the second level of management were Africans. Because we were trusted. Today, my dear friends, unless somebody knows you and somebody had known you for long and knows your character, getting that job is not easy. Because right now, what we are attracting, and not all of us, just some few people who have messed, it has tarnished the image, and now it's making it very difficult. You've seen so many videos, Nigerians crying on the streets here. They can't get jobs. Some of them being rescued by some good humanitarians and giving them jobs. Some of them were dumped here on visit visas. Bahrain is no longer changing visit visa into employment visa. There are some scrupulous agents in Africa who just take people, millions and thousands of people, and throw them into in Gulf. No job. You've been thrown here on a visit visa. You are thinking that you have an employment visa. You come here, you stay 1 year, no job, no food, nothing. And outside here, as I tell you, in my laptop now, I can read outside right now, it's 42 degrees Celsius. 42 degrees Celsius. That is a temperature no one has ever experienced in all over the Africa. You have never experienced that kind of temperatures. So if you don't have a job, how are you going to get an AC to quench your thirst? How are you going to buy cold water to drink? You attract who you are. Be disciplined. Dress well. Dress to the occasion. Treat yourself well. Give yourself what you deserve. Eat well. Move well. Speak nicely to people. Greet people with respect. When you find somebody over there, help them. Be somebody who can give life to people who are not known. When you're working somewhere, when you leave, let there be hope for other people to get positions in that company. When you are posting anything on social media, let there be hope for other women to learn from you. Let there be hope for other men to learn from you. Let there be hope that can restore somebody who is losing it. Let your post help somebody to know that tomorrow is another day. I did not get it today, but tomorrow I'm going to get it. Let somebody find that peace that he never had because of your post. Be somebody who can give life where people are thinking there's no more life. It was a beautiful time with you guys, and I hope you guys are doing great. I hope this video made you something, gave you something, in your heart and in your life. I'll be taking some questions, so those who are on TikTok can request as a guest to ask those questions. And my dear friends on YouTube, thank you for coming. May God bless you. Guys, remember, you can go to my YouTube channel and watch this video. It will be available, and many, many other videos that have been on my TikTok, they will be there. And as usual, I'll be taking some questions from you guys here on TikTok. So if you have a request, you can request your question and I'll go ahead, answer it, and then, um, I can get to those who are on YouTube. You can listen to the answer that I was going to give, because maybe you will not listen to the question that is being asked here on TikTok, but you can ask your question in the comment section, guys, on YouTube, because I can read them. TikTok comment section has everything. So true, Saudi Arabia nowadays don't want Kenyan women. They bring from Mali, Cameroon, Congo. All right. Chebet is saying, just off the topic, is Tom Boyer, the journalist, your brother? You look alike very much. Maybe he's my brother from another mother. Thank you. How to join WhatsApp group? Joining my WhatsApp group, if you want to join, you can join it through the link on my bio. If you cannot get that link from TikTok, you can go to my YouTube channel and you will get it on the bio on YouTube. The link is there, my TikTok link, and you will get it on the bio on YouTube. The link is there. Sorry, guys, I was just trying to check if the YouTube voice is working properly, and it is. So Respect yourselves. Thank you so much, Kat. How do we read that name? Kat no Nauroka, I guess. Sorry if I pronounce it wrongly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Self-discipline is the fundament. Okay, thank you for coming. I read your comment on YouTube. So, do we have any guest? If we don't have, we will be good to go, or I'll get into another topic. What time is it? We've been here for 1 hour. We can go another 30 minutes. There's no problem. So I'll be taking your questions. Don't uh, be bothered about which kind of question you want to ask. You can ask any question, guys. A relationship, social media. If you are somebody who's posting something on social media and you are in doubts, you can ask so we can clarify to you. Maybe you are twerking and you want to know if you are doing the right thing by twerking on social media or on TikTok. You are right to ask, and I'll be taking those questions right now. So, what is your question so that we can answer you? Thank you guys for liking. A lot of likes over there. May God bless all of you. I like your advice. Big up, bro. Thank you, Gucci Gal. Gucci Gal says, I like him. Right? Mapula says, hi, hi. Hi, hi. Hi, hi to you. Um, Same here. Okay, much respect, sir, from Medina. Medina, thank you. God bless you too. I respect you too. So, guys, the most important thing is knowing how you can respect yourself in wherever you are, in every position that you hold. Respect yourself. Respect is the fundamental, um, to everything that you want to do. What's the conclusion overall? I don't know what kind of conclusion you want, brother or my sister. I don't know. There's somebody called Akuzike Bills Kaira. What's the conclusion overall? In terms of what? What's the conclusion overall? In terms of what? Um, so that was a beautiful time that we had together watching from Dubai. Jacqueline Jackie. Uh, Be blessed too. Deshuva D. I read your comment on YouTube. Thank you. Be blessed too. God bless you. Um, Conclusion is based on yourself, brother. I cannot conclude for you. I only teach you. Are you a brother or a sister? I don't know. This guy is asking me what is the conclusion based on the topics today. The conclusion, you're going to make it yourself. Jacqueline Ellis, I see you as well. Thanks for coming. Um, it's big time, ladies. We respect ourselves and our bodies. Um, that is something that we should not even be reminding ladies, even the men as well. We got to respect ourselves. You wanna do things that give you respect. I know we have freedom of everything. We have freedom of speech. We have freedom of posting. We have freedom of wearing my dress, my choice. But you want to ask yourself that where can that cloth land you? Where can that cloth put you? Is it putting you in a space where people can respect you and you can also respect yourself? When you are wearing something that make you feel like you're not comfortable, you wear some shoes that when you're walking, you even doubt whether you will reach where you are going to. It doesn't make sense. You're gonna try to make yourself look better and good. How to handle the situation when you have grown up, you want to get married, but you don't see a serious man. Jackie is asking a very beautiful question here. That how do you handle a situation when you have grown up as a person, yet you're not getting any man who is serious? Jackie, could you please, you know, request so that I can ask you some question? Because when you tell us that you are grown up and you are not seeing any man who's serious, I wonder, I wonder how comes you're not seeing a man who's serious? Like, what's happening? This is not true, and I always don't believe it. Just the same way a man will come and tell me that, you know what, coach, I am grown up, I'm ready to get married, but I'm not getting a serious woman. That is a lie. This is a big lie. The thing is, you are thinking you are grown up, but there's something you're not doing in yourself. Somebody says that Akuzike builds Kaira. Does it always mean that everything you post tells who you are, or it depends? What does it depend on? Why do you want to post something you don't believe in? Let me ask you. I have never seen someone who is just posting. For somebody to post something on social media, it means either they want to entertain or they believe in it, they want to send a certain message. So anything you post on social media tells who you are. It doesn't matter when you're trying to hide, like, it depends. It depends with what? You cannot put something on your social media if you don't believe it. Your social media is part of your life. It is like your house. You cannot buy something you don't want to use and put it in your house. So, Jackie, I have never believed or accepted that we don't have serious men or we don't have serious women. Do you know, Jackie, let me tell you something. Do you know that there's a man somewhere who sees you not serious? Do you know, my sister Jackie, that there's a man somewhere who is feeling that you are not serious? There's a man today that if we will sit with and we ask her, what do you think about Jackie? We'll say, Jackie, no, 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 no. That is not a woman you want to marry. Do you know that that is possible? And that is why in your mind also, you have the men you are seeing around you, you feel like they are not mature enough. You feel like they are not serious enough. But I want to ask you a question. Is someone getting married today? Yes. Is someone being engaged today? Yes. Is someone getting seduced today by another serious man? Yes. Is a lady today giving birth with their man beside them? Yes. So sometimes your environment, your place, the place you've been growing through, has been giving you this kind of vibes of a kind of men who don't believe in what you have done. Sometimes you've grown with them, you have been around them, and therefore you have seen all the things they do, and you don't feel like this is what you want for your relationship. It doesn't mean that there are no serious men. They are there, but the environment where you are cannot allow you. That's why I was teaching here one day and I said, sometimes for you to succeed, you need to change the environment. Right now, people who are in Europe and doing what I'm doing here on TikTok are earning a lot of money than what I earn here. They earn through their videos. As long as you watch a video on TikTok, they get money. But here I'm in Bahrain where you don't earn on videos. You earn depending on what you are doing as a professional. So if I change my location, for example, if I want those millions, I have to go to Europe. The moment I land in Europe and I post one video, I get thousands of euros. I go to the United States and I post one video, I get thousands of dollars. Here I don't. Does it mean that I will say that, oh, using TikTok doesn't help? It does. You don't grow on TikTok. You don't get money. No, it means the location where I am is not allowing me to earn as those who are earning out there. Some of you you have never been to church, you don't know even anything about church, then you want to get saved because you want to get married. Some people always say that, now that I want to get married, let me start going to church because I want a good woman. Let me tell you, church is full of pretenders just like you who is going to pretend there. Let me tell you, if you do not work on yourself, if you do not become honest with yourself, God is not a God that is going to give you somebody you don't deserve. When you are finding yourself with the wrong people, I'm telling you guys, and listen to me, there is something you are not doing right. You are not patient enough to wait. You are thinking that you are ready to love, but not yet. You are not yet ready. You are thinking that this is the time that you need to find a man, but God is saying this is not the right time. So you are looking around and saying that, oh, there are no men, no serious man. But it is God who's still holding you not to see that serious man, because God is thinking, this is my dear woman, a lady who has worked on herself. I don't want her to just get any other man. I'm still holding her here to be patient so that I can prepare the best man for her. But because we are rushing, oh, mom is telling you that, hey, whenever you go home, when will I carry my grandson? When will I carry this? Oh, when will you get married? Your friends, or everyone is gone. So you are feeling pressure. Your doctor is telling you that, you know what, it is okay, it is good to give birth when you are still in your 20s. When you give birth when you are in your 30s, the kid is not going to be that intelligent. So you are chasing the time frame that the doctor has given you. You are not asking God, when is my right time? That is why you are only seeing people who are not serious, because it is not yet the right time. There's something you haven't done. That's why you're attracting people who don't belong. Work on yourself. We too went through the same. We attracted wrong people and we ended up nowhere with them. It's not only you. I'm not that good person who got my love relationship right. I have dated some people that I've broken up with. And it was because of rush, because of the sad, because of friends, because colleagues, because you went to a disco dance and your friend, a guy who's a friend of yours, has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend came with another lady. And now this lady is alone, and you are there with your friend, and the disco is hitting and everything is, so you start dancing, a little bit when you are dancing, and this lady is, you're asking her, what's your name? Where are you going to school? Blah, blah, blah. So are you dating? And she's like, no, or I am dating, but I don't like my boyfriend. And then you exchange numbers. The relationship starts. You didn't even know you are going to get a woman. You are not even ready for it. So most of us don't prepare. We just get ourselves in relationships. And when they're not working, we start accusing people like, oh, no serious men around nowadays, no serious women around nowadays. What are you doing to prepare yourself to get that serious man? How serious are you? You think that just having a job as a woman, because you can buy your car, that means that you are serious, ready to get a man? There are so many things that you need to work on. Some of the things that we can talk about the whole day. The brain of a man. Yesterday, I was coaching one of my students, and I was coaching her about the brain of a man. And she was like, wow. So where were these things all along? Why nobody told me about this? And I was like, yeah, when you are preparing yourself that you want to get a man, you need to know how the brain of a man works. All right? And let me just see if I got the PDF here, so um, I can mention one or two things that are in this kind of, the brain of a man. You want to know what's happening with this guy's mind. What is in his mind? What is he thinking about me? All right? How does he handle people? Okay? How is he going to handle me? What men think about you, how they think about themselves around you, the position of a man in your relationship. All right? His beliefs and traditions. You get the point? You need to know all these things. You need to know the flex, the influx, part of his life, his boundaries and your boundaries. We are just there, oh, I want a man. You want a man where? Are you prepared for him? What do you know about men? You're getting a man on Facebook and you're thinking that you are ready to get a man. You're not. You're still not ready to get a man. You are not prepared at all, at all. You need to know what this man is looking for. The man's position in relationship. What is his position? What must you not do to him? There are women who have gotten good men. But because they had a lot of money, they thought that now they can pay bills. And men are in that house. And that is just okay. I'm the one who pays bills in my house because my husband is earning a little amount of money. You're going to lose that man very soon. Do you know the responsibility of a man? He's a good man. He's not a bad man. But you are making him a bad man. You are creating something in him that is not right without you knowing. Somebody saying that you have echo. I don't know which echo somebody's talking about. Guys, do I have echo? People just comment here. Sometimes somebody's phone has a problem, or maybe mine. I don't think whether I have echo or something else. Is it? What kind of echo is that? Let me watch my video on TikTok and see. So people are saying no, no, no. So the person who's saying you have an echo, please work on your phone, please. Work on your phone. All right. So I just want to take you guys. I'm trying to open this, the men's brain. Let me open the wider one. I just want to take you a very short. And these are things that you have to pay for. I teach my students by paying. And if they find out that I'm giving you these things for free, they might fine me because they pay for it so that they can be taught about this. But I just want to take you through briefly. All right, guys. Um, what men think about you. Let me just give you a very brief explanation of how you choose a man. All right? What you want to think about, every man is looking for a partner who can help him to grow and what has already been made of his fortunes. So, number one thing is a man who hasn't made anything for himself and his future is not looking for a woman. That man needs to be looking for his fortunes and future, because a woman comes to help that man grow the things that he has. So many women here have been that, coach, I'm having this guy, he's just from the college, he's trying to get a job, and now he's asking me that we can settle down. You're settling down with who? You are settling down with who? A man who doesn't know where he's headed to. And you think that that man, and later, when that man has grown and gotten a job and leaves you, you'll start to be saying that, oh, helping men is not good. When you help a man, I was with him when he had nothing. Now he has gotten a job. He's leaving me. Let me tell you, 90% of men will leave you the moment they get a job if they got married to you with nothing. And that is not bad. You made a mistake. Eat it. Bite your pie. When God created a man, he gave man everything before he gave man a woman. These are the true facts we don't want to speak about. These are some of the things that lazy men don't want to hear. But a man who really knows what he's looking for will not look for a woman if he hasn't had his fortunes put together. A man who hasn't placed his future. It's not about having a job. It's about having a future that looks bright. So you are there telling me that, oh, men are not serious, men are this and that. And the men you're looking for are people who are still struggling to make their life together. Women are dating men who are struggling to put their life together. And then they expect these men to give them full attention. How? I am struggling to make my life, put my life together. I'm working, okay? I'm going to work every morning. I'm trying to put food on the table just to make things work for me and my family in the future. And now you're coming into my life and you expect me to give you full attention. How is it that possible? Then you will come out there and say that, oh, coach, help me. My boyfriend doesn't give me attention. He doesn't call me. He's always away. He's away finding his future and fortune. If you want to be part of him, you got to help him to grow. So when a man thinks about you as a woman, that when you come into my life, you are going to help me grow what already has been made of my fortune. Men settle for stability and respect. And this is where now women start to ask, well, I cannot stabilize a man. Their parents need to stabilize them. Let me tell you, my dear sister, if you cannot stabilize a man, you're thinking that their mother was supposed to stabilize them. You are wrong, because you don't know what stability a man looks for. And I will tell you. It is very important to every woman to consider these two aspects when deciding to commit to any man. Can you bring him stability? Can you respect him? How does that happen, guys? Let's talk about stability in very brief. Stability for a man is the sense of bringing him to the peace of mind. Here are some of the questions that goes through his mind. Every man who is serious, that man that I don't know the name of that lady was looking for. When a man is serious looking for a woman, what goes inside the mind of that man, the stability that man wants is this. My sister, ask yourself this question. Is your man safe with you around his property and wealth? Huyo mwanaume unayemtaka atakuruhusu ujue mali yake. I will give you an example. A few months ago, there's a footballer, a very good footballer from Morocco, playing in France for Paris Saint-Germain. The wife decided to go for a divorce because there was allegations of cheating. But all these things might have been planned because the guy had seen the wife was not so good to him, so he wanted to lose her. So the wife sorted for a divorce, only to realize, I don't want to mention names. People are commenting the names, but I always don't call names of people here on my TikTok because I don't want somebody to sue me. So I see someone commenting the name. So yes, if you mention the name, it's up to you. But I just want to give an example. So when this woman filed for a divorce, she was thinking that the wealth belonging to this guy will be divided into 50-50, into half. So she will take 50% of his wealth and she will be enjoying the 50% because she knew the man is earning more than her. Only to realize that the man had put all his fortune, wealth, and everything, and salary and everything on the mother's name. So what happened is her wealth was the only thing that was there to be shared. Is your man safe with you around his property and wealth? Do you know what he owns? That is the stability that a man wants. A man doesn't want your money to be stable. A man doesn't want your money to be stable. A man wants to know, are you safe when you are around my business? That's number one. Number two, can he count on you to run his errands? Can this man leave you to take care of everything that he does? If he travels, can you be there and take care of it? He has a business, he has got everything. He has a job, he has a company. Can you run that company without him? Leave alone now properties that he has. Yes, you know the properties. Are you in position to run it on behalf of him? Because my sister, I will tell you something. Remember, the next person after that man is you. If that man dies today, who takes over the business? It's you. So if you don't have the capacity to run that business, you are not looking for any man. You're not telling us here that you don't get a serious man. Are you ready? As a woman who is telling me that you're looking for a serious man and you can't get, are you ready to be there? Have you worked on yourself? Listen, guys, are you able to walk into his business and examine the business health? Can you just take your time and tell him that, honey, could you please allow me to go to the business tomorrow and do some audits? Can you do the audit of that business? And I'm not talking about a big company. I'm talking to everybody here. Business can just be a kiosk. And that is where your mind and your capacity fits. Are you able to go to that small kiosk and look at the sugar, quantity of the sugar in the shelves, the quantity of sugar in the sacks, the quantity of the, what we call it, oil and everything, the stock, the assets, and do an audit and know what is here and what is not there as a woman? That is the stability that men are looking for, not stability of giving them money. That is just a tip of what I coach. There's so many things here I can't read because my students will kill me. Some of them I see watching here, and they know that they pay a lot of money to get to understand, to be taught all these things. So giving them here free, they will kill me. They'll tell us, coach, you need to get us 50% because you took out, So let's briefly talk about respect. People ask a lot of this question. Oh, how do I respect a man? Talk of respect, and most people think about fear. There's a big difference between respect and fear. Your man expects respect, not fear. His beliefs should be respected. The space to make a choice and decision around the relationship should be left for him or to him. This does not mean the woman has no right in making choices and decisions. The woman must understand how to build her power around his choices and decision making to be smart enough to beat him in his own game. For example, if you have a man, you're married to a man, and you want to make a decision as a woman, he is the leader. You do not make a decision for your manager. You bring your opinion and you call your manager for a meeting and you discuss on how to make a decision on what to do. Are you getting it? So, as a woman, you must learn about your guy. How can I do that? And I'll give you example, guys. Look, I'll give you example of two people. Now, I am the wife and my husband is there. And for example, I am thinking about painting our house or maybe moving from the place where we are living. Then he comes. This place is bad, is smelly, your neighbors are not good, so you want to move from this place. And he comes back. And the moment he comes, the first lady, this is how you'll approach your husband. Maybe you're calling him honey, you're calling him with his name. Honey, can we speak, please? Honey, don't you feel the smell in this place? Can't we just move? I don't like to live here. I cannot live. Even the kids cannot live, cannot spend their time here. It's too smelly. This place is not good for our health. We need to move for God's sake. Then a conflict starts. He will not understand what you're saying. Not that he doesn't understand, but because of your approach. You can never go to your manager and tell your manager that we cannot keep on selling this product. This product is not selling. We need to remove it from the market. You cannot tell your manager that. You cannot go to your father and tell your father that I don't like this gate. We have to pull it down. You must find a way on how you tell your husband. You must find a way on how you tell your manager that, hey, sir, good morning. I just wanted us to speak. For the last month, if you look at the sales, this product has not been selling. Most of our clients don't like it. Can we find a replacement or can we just remove it from our stock? Then the manager will be like, I think what we need to do, we need to market it. Don't you think marketing it will try to? Then you will be like, no, sir, we have tried to market it and the feedback we are getting is not pleasing. So the only thing is we get a replacement, we improve it, or we remove it from the counter. Then the manager will be like, all right, let me go to the panel, raise it, and then we will see what to do. That is how you win. And the same thing, if at all we can do that to our managers, why is it difficult to do it with your husband? Do you know why it is difficult? You are marrying people you can't respect. You are in love with people you can't respect. People you think don't have the space to be a manager in your life. People you feel don't have the space to be your parents in your life. That's why you cannot respect them. So if you find someone that you can respect, my dear sisters, this is how you will go about your request. He's coming home and you see he's coming. You go get him food, you put it on the table, you sit there looking at him, smiling at him, giving him a good face. You make him know that you're happy and something is up. You don't frown your face. You just be a happy soul and you start the conversation. Honey, don't you think this place is not right, especially for the kids? This place is totally smelling. Our neighbors are no longer good people. I think the best thing we can do is to find another place. I know we are not well off now, but can't we have a conversation and start thinking on how to move away from here? He will be like, it has been in my head and give me some times. I have some projects. In the next like a month, we can move. We can start looking for a house. Then, no, honey, can I look for somewhere where we can live? I can try looking for a house somewhere. Okay, go ahead. You know, you have made that decision without you making the decision. According to him, he has made the decision, but the truth is, who made the decision of moving out? It is you. Who made the decision of the choice of the house? It is you. But it came from who? From him. You seek his permission. That is your husband. He is your husband. He has to make the decision. That is what we call respect. Respect is not kneeling down and giving your husband food while kneeling down. It is not opening the door for him. It is not giving him clothes and letting him wear the coat. It is not, I don't know, that is not respect. Respect is how you communicate. Questions to ask yourself about respect. Are you able to convince him by his own words to give your choice or decision get through? You have something in your mind. Can you use his mind to convince him to get what you want? By not manipulating, but doing the right thing. Are you patient enough to make him understand that whatever choices and decision he's about to make is wrong? Your husband is going to make a decision. Daniela, thank you for the gift. Your husband is going to make a decision. He's almost making a decision, but you think that decision is not right. How are you going to convince him not to take that decision and to take another decision? How are you going to make it without making him feel that you are now overpowering him? That is number 2. Number 3, do you understand the best timing to making critical decisions and choices as partners? What is the time? When do you make those decisions? Some people wait until when they are in bed, they start to bring conflicts. And now you use love making, which some people call sex, but I don't want to call it that because I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, maybe they can censor my account. When they're in bed, that's when they now want to discuss critical things. And then what are they doing? They are denying their husband's conjugal rights just because they want that critical decision to be made. That is scamming your husband. You should never use conjugal rights to win over your husband. You are denying your husband a chance to have a love-making sleep with you because you want a certain decision to be made. Or you try to make it so interesting, thinking that if I do this and I ask him for this, he will do it. Let me tell you, should never trust any man who is naked. That one, if you have a recorder, record it. Never trust any man who is naked. The words from a man who's naked are 90% not even in his mind. 10% those words are in his mind, but 90% those words are out of his mind. He can promise you heaven. He can tell you, I'm going to buy you an helicopter when he is naked. And you know the nakedness I'm talking about. He can promise you he is going to buy you heaven, but does he even own a land? He doesn't even a piece of land. He will tell you that you are my queen. Does he have a palace? He's still living in rentals. He will tell you, never use that time to make critical decision. It will never work for you. That is where most of the people have messed. They carry critical decisions or critical things that's supposed to be discussed into those places. Now you're trying to make him understand that, I'm going today, let me wear my dress, I'm going to wear crop top, I'm going to wear something, revealing because I want my husband to buy me this thing. I want to make my hair. So how can I do it? When you want that, today cook for him a very nice food. After cooking a nice food, wait for him at the time when he's, that time, ask for him. I'm telling you, he's going to say, yes, daddy. Honey, I wanted to start a business and I wanted to like 100,000. Oh, anything for my angel, anything for my queen. Let me tell you, that guy is in Europe and you are with him in Kenya. That guy is already in Europe. He's traveling, he's in an aeroplane going to Canada or maybe going to Australia. But you are together with him physically in Kenya. So when he's telling you anything for my queen, there's nothing that guy is telling you. 90% you will not get it. 10% you might get, especially those men who are not into you. A man who's not into you, who is not even thinking about what he's doing, his mind can still work. But the moment a man loves you and is so much into you, never ask them for anything when you are in those time of feeling niceness. Hey, we take a flight and we take a flight to Europe while we are still in Kenya. That's why he's always telling you, I'm taking you to heaven, because they're in the skies. They are seeing heaven is very close to them. So they're promising you, I'll take you to heaven. Remember, most men often put ego in front of their heart. This is to maintain the strength and sense of leadership roles in relationships. You must learn to offer this space for happiness to prevail. They say a man's ego is as fragile as a woman's heart. Just like a woman protects her heart, a man protects his ego in equal measure. So don't always think that your man will protect your heart and you will not protect his ego. Protect the man's ego. Let him be the king. Let him be the owner of the house, and he will always protect your heart. That is what we had for today, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something out of this. May God bless you. May God give you life. And trust me, God is not going to bless anyone who doesn't have anything that he's doing. God is going only to bless you when you're putting your hand on something. So go outside there and work, do something, bless somebody. God is going to bless you. That's all we have for today. And if you missed this video, remember it is on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is the same name, Johngora. You can search it. I'm live right now on YouTube. You can go and see that video there. If you are part of my team here on TikTok and you've never been to my YouTube channel, guys, before I end this video, can we just run over there, subscribe? That is how you guys can help me as well. I'm putting so many things here for free for you to learn, and your help is only to push my social pages, TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Your subscription means a lot to me. That flower that you're sending means a lot to me. It helps me also to buy some bundles. It helps me to get encouraged. You know, even though, Daniela, thank you so much. You've really blessed me with so many flowers since we started. The guys on YouTube, you can also send those flowers. I don't know if you guys know that you can also send flowers on YouTube. You know, on the comment section, there is something written there. Show your support for Johngora. You can show the support there and push those things into my basket, and we can do this again and again and again and again. So if you missed this video, guys, run to my YouTube channel, subscribe, watch this video, and so many other videos that are there. We shall meet again next week on Monday. We will be live on YouTube as well, on TikTok. Every Mondays this time we will be always live on YouTube here, and TikTok we're always live on Monday this time, and also some other time in between the weeks when there is chance. I always go live. So thank you so much for those who sent flowers. Somebody's saying, Janice is saying, don't tell me you are going, bro. Yes, Janice, I'm going because I need to drink water. You guys did not buy me water, so let me go and get water from from someone else. I will die here. But guys, I hope that what we learned here is something that is going to help you people. And I would like to say, as I always say, that I'm just a human being who can also mess. Sometimes there are some words that I might speak here that doesn't go well with you. And Amanda, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for being here. Whenever you hear something that you think you don't like or you think doesn't go well with you, I'm always asking that you find it in your heart to forgive me, because I'm just a human being, right? So sometimes I might say something that is not well in your ears, and it might make you to sin. What I mean by sinning, it might make you to hate me. And hate is a sin. Don't hate me. Forgive me, because I'm a human being and we are prone to making mistakes. That's why sometimes I argue with people here as well. And because of arguing with them, I ask them, okay, let's make it up. Forgive me, I forgive you. And we move on with our lives. Thank you so much, Dorothy. I see you on YouTube. I love you too. I love you too, guys. You are my everything. Fen, thank you so much for coming. Dashuva D, I see you. Thanks, and likewise, Coach. Thank you guys for coming over there. Jacqueline Ellis, I see you on YouTube. Um, may God bless you guys for. Okay, somebody's gifting me here. What's her name? Kagerisa. Kagerisa, thank you for the gift. May God bless you for doing that. Um, and add you more greatly. MS Maina, thank you for the gift. So that is what I'm trying to ask, guys. Sometimes don't hate on people. When you see people saying things that you don't know, Ami Kialo, I am here. I came from TikTok. Thank you, Ann Kialo. I see you. Thank you so much for joining YouTube. Guys, those who are still on TikTok, I've finished the talk. Now we're just talking about summarization of this topic. And you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. That is the support you can give me, guys. What I'm saying is, always when you see people doing things you don't like, saying some words you don't like, make sure that you forgive them. Don't hate on people. Hate is the biggest sin that you can have in your heart. Hate closes parts of success. Hate can make you lose something that was really yours, that was meant for you. But just because you are hating on somebody, you might lose that thing. So when somebody does something that you don't like, somebody messes up with your feelings, always go down and ask uh, God to forgive you, to give you strength to forgive the people who are offending you, because hating on people is not right. See you guys. God bless you. All those people who are on my WhatsApp group, you guys know that tomorrow at 9 p.m. we are having a lesson, we are having a class, and the topic, as I shared with you today, this morning in the group, the topic will be about I said that how you can beat the norms of failure. And some of these things are, perhaps you are feeling like you are a failure in life, you are a failure in marriage, you are a failure in spirituality, you are a failure in business, you are a failure in education. If you're feeling inside like you are a failure or you are failing in life, join me tomorrow for 1 hour in transformational coaching class, and your life shall not remain the same again. So this is for those who are on my WhatsApp group. You can join that WhatsApp group. The link is on the bio there, and you can become part of it. This is a free class you can join, but it will be done on Google Meet. So it will not be here on TikTok. It will be on Google Meet, and that class will be there. So you can join and become part of it. For now, guys, may God bless you for me. May God keep you for me. May God give you strength to be a beautiful, wonderful, trustful, and courageous woman and man over here to watch my videos again and again. The more you watch, the more I grow, the more I get motivated to do all this. Keep smiling, and see you again on Monday, same time, to discuss about another thing. God bless all of you, and even those who are sending me blessings. Fen, thank you so much. Fen says thanks a million. I will pass through again. It's educative. God bless you. So this video is on my YouTube channel, guys. You can find it there. If you don't get it on TikTok, you came late, go to my YouTube and watch it over there. So we are done. Take care of yourselves. Do you have any question here on TikTok? We